Right, if you ain't getting this one, then this one's for you.
Hello guys and welcome back to EME TV. Welcome back to another video on what I've bought from a Copart auction. As you can see by the title, I'm sure you've seen already. The title of the video is probably going to include what I've bought, but I thought I'd do a video in it anyway. Seeing what I've bought from Copart again. So obviously this is going to be my second car buying. This is my second car that I've bought from Copart. Obviously the first one, which was the Astra. If you haven't watched that, go watch that. Went pretty well in terms of there wasn't really anything that came up that was unexpected. Even if there was stuff that was unexpected, it wasn't major for me. And as I've mentioned in a previous video as well, since I obviously had some connections with my mechanic who had some parts that were for the exact same Astra and the exact same colour, I saved a decent amount of money. So it went decent for me. Why not try again? Why not do it again? Even though buying from auction, don't get me wrong, buying from auction is one of the scariest things you can possibly do when buying a car. But I mean, if it works, it's worked, and we going at it again. So I thought I'd go and try again. As you can see, I bought a full Focus this time from a different Copart in York. I bought it for £175. That was my winning bid. £175. As you can see from the pictures as well, the car doesn't look in too bad of a state. It's, you know, it's dirty because of the mud and so on. It seems like the yard there is pretty it's pretty wet and muddy, so that sort of explains why it's in that condition. And going around, you can obviously see the rear bumper is damaged. Now obviously there's a little dent as well, a little ding at the back on the rear there, as you can see in the pictures. And in terms of damage, that's all I could see. For some reason, the inside of the car looked very clean. That puts me off a bit in terms of whether it's a good buy or not. If somebody tried to buy it before and somebody bought it before from an auction, or bought it as it's been categorized and tried to work on it and found out there's something really bad with it, and then has just sort of put it back through auction, you don't really know. But it was clean for £175 as a winning bid. I mean, I told myself I wasn't going to bid any, if it goes over 200, like, it's just not for me. So I put in a bid of £175, and I didn't actually expect to win this one. I put in the bid and I was just waiting for the next lot, and it just said sold. I was like, oh my days, I actually won it. So yeah, and also in the pictures you can see, it does seem like the car has been in an accident before. And why I say that, it might have been a little accident, a major accident, don't know, but the colour, if you look, the colour of the colour in the boot and the car from the rear picture seems to be two different colours, two different shades of blue. Now you can notice that on the picture already. I still bid on it because it's a cheap car, and if it's been resprayed, if it's been an accident before, I will sell it on cheap as well. These sort of cars, you're not going to make a terrible amount of money. Like if you're buying very, very low cars, expect very, very low sort of profit margins. You can still make a profit, don't get me wrong. There's still, I mean, £400 or £500 in them, but sometimes there might be only 200, might be only 300. So profit's a profit at the end of the day, depending on the person and if it's worth your time or not. I thought that it's just a cheap one. I still want to just get used to buying cars from auction, get more comfortable with it. See what sort of outcomes I get, and yeah, sort of, as I said before, I've said in previous videos, take risks and prosper. Also, the reason why I was actually interested in it is because if you can see by the description, I'll try and put that in the video as well. If it's not, then it means that it just didn't come out right. I'll try and put it on the screen now. But it had additional info on it. Now, the Astra that I bought before didn't have additional info, so there's a bit where Copart might give you a few lines, a few details of the vehicle, maybe it having a spare wheel. For higher end vehicles, it will have a spec list, but for cars like this, it will literally just tell you, oh yeah, either if it's bad, the engine smokes, or just something along those lines, just a bit of info to give you a bit of insight. All this had was, it had 2 keys, and I was like, 2 keys? I mean, when you're buying cars for under £1,000, it's rare you get both keys. Unless you're buying it from a dealership privately, you probably never ever get a car with 2 keys. I think I've bought one car that's come with 2 keys privately under £1,000. So they're very, very rare. So I thought, you know what? I'll take a punt on it. Obviously, as you can see, it's only got, I don't know if you can see because I don't know if I've put it up yet, but it has only 100,000 miles as well. 100,000 miles for a full Focus. Isn't that good? £175. I'm weighing it up. You guys tell me if it's good. Do you think that I've done well? And with fees as well, the total I paid was £355 and a bit of change. I'll put it up on the screen anyway. Is that good for a full Focus with 2 keys, 100,000 miles, 2006? Whew. Let me know in the comments if I've done well, and let me know in the comments if I've made an absolute, I don't know, if I've flipping made a mistake in getting it. Also, Ford Focus is a car that is, I mean, you see Ford Focuses everywhere. Even, it doesn't even depend on where you are in the country. I'm sure everybody's, even if you're, obviously during this lockdown, we're all at home, got nothing to do. If you drive to your local shop, wherever you go, Morrison, Tesco, Lidl, Aldi, wherever it is, you are bound to see a Ford Focus on your way. I guarantee you, to that shop, depending on, no matter how close, no matter how far, you're gonna see a full Focus. They're just so common and they're just so demanded. When getting into this, obviously I've touched on this so many times in my videos. I've just like to stick with cars that you see on the road a lot, that are highly demanded, cheap to run for obviously the normal person, cheap to insure, and are known to be decent and are known to be reliable. Full Focus falls into that category. Blah, blah, blah. As you know, obviously Ford make great cars. Their engines are pretty solid as well. So, boom, I took a hit on this, gambled. Will it pay off? No idea. The car's gonna get picked up tomorrow. Fingers crossed. When it gets here, there's no problems apart from that bumper. I can change that bumper. This time, I don't think my mechanic has any parts for this, so I'll actually have to go on eBay or something and buy a second-hand bumper. Hopefully I'll find one in colour. If I don't, I'll just have to sort of find some way to spray it and get it done. Fingers crossed when the car does get here, hopefully, because the car looks in decent nick, so I'm hoping that when it does get here, no matter how late or how soon or whatever, I can obviously do a drive in it as well, get that video out and see if there are any more problems that we do encounter. Obviously now, since it's just today that I've just won it, I thought I'd just do a video on it now. Get this out, and then hopefully when it comes, boom, we'll get that out as well. Fingers crossed it's got to be as good as the Astra, but if we do encounter problems, you guys will have to wait and see. But without further ado, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned for more content to come. Subscribe if you haven't already as well. Kick a like on the video as well, because it helps the channel out. And to be honest, thanks a lot for all your support so far, and I'll see you on the next one anyway. Also, follow me on Instagram if you don't already. I'll be trying to do more car content on there as well in future. Make it a bit more relatable to my channel as well. Fingers crossed 2021, we only move in one direction. That was very cringy, but guys, thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and I'm out. Peace.
Mate, if you ain't getting this one, then this one's for you.